Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel here, and today we're going to be checking out one of my latest projects. Now, this project I've been working on for a while. It's an ATM that I teased in the last video, and as you can see, we'll just get straight into it. You can get your balance, you can deposit diamonds, you can always go and change what currency it is. There we go, balance. Now the pin here, you can set it, but in the real code it will be bleeped out for security purposes. So this is just so that you can see it in the video. Now our balance has gone up. We'll take out 25. I messed that up. You can always click clear on these. Bam, they're down here. Balance. There. Now, this also works with multiple accounts. If you remove the card, it also fails, so that's another security feature. If we look at Joe's account, no, I did the wrong pin. See, you have to put in the right pin number as well. We have Rick Astley's here. Now he's been making all that dough from the 1.2 billion views on YouTube he got, and it runs off this system here, which you can see all the different logs. You also have here, I can check the balance. You don't have to put diamonds into deposit and stuff. This is kind of just a control system for if transfers gone wrong. And I haven't implemented yet, but the next part of this will just be adding a log file, which will just show all the things. But pretty much this works by saving stuff in here. So if we go edit 0, we can see it has the right pin and the balance there. If we go edit 1, that's also there, and edit 2, of course, this is Rick Astley's account, and he's been making all that money. Now, this has probably taken me a while, because if we look at it, we have to use... You have to load the files, change them, delete them. If you're writing a new thing, it's quite complicated, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. Now, for the ATM, first thing I want to talk about, should grab this here, is the wall level. Now, you can have the wall wherever you want. You could have it here. You could even have it indented, like that. It's really up to you. The only limitation is you can't go back any further than this, because it has to attach to a modem at the back, and you don't want someone getting access to that modem. So you have that there. You could probably you probably don't have to attach it. You can just choose in here that you could just have it bottom instead of drive 0, but that's anyway. We have this dropper here, and you can need to connect that with the modem. You have to have a chest here which will store all the diamonds, and I'm also working on having it so you can have multiple chests at a bank so that you can store heaps and heaps of diamonds. You have to have the second dropper here with just a basic dropping system, and this is just if anyone for all the junk that someone puts in here. Like if you put in smooth quartz, it will just get transferred into there. another thing is, if you want to enter the settings, you power it on this side and put in a card. You have to put in a password specified. I haven't finished the settings yet. You also have to power this side to terminate it. And you can always change that. All you have to do is go here to, no, that's not it. Go down to here and terminate, and then you just have to keep on. You can do however many if statements, and then if it's all the if statements are what you want, you just do return, and that will exit the program for you. As you can see, it terminates. But if that's not powered, there's no way for me to terminate it. I'm pressing terminate there. You can turn it off and on, but because it's the startup program, you can't do anything. And that's good because it means someone can't go in and edit the code. That's mostly it. For the ATM, there, I'm gonna add my logo to it, but apart from that, there's not too much to do. Now, there's an auto download program, so you just have to do paste and run, and then the code I put in, you'll find it on my paste bin, just under ATM downloader. The server is a bit different. You will have to download ATM server, no, bank server as startup.lua. You have to download bank server API as that, and you have to download bank server control as control.lua, and then when you restart, everything will run for you. Now, one more feature I'm going to add is making it so you have to flick 2 different levers to terminate this program. That's a future idea so that you don't accidentally terminate this. But apart from that, that's also very good. Now, one other thing is you do have to have a modem attached to the network, and it's kind of ugly putting it out here, so I decided it would be easier to just connect it here, and that works pretty fine. So these it doesn't have to be in this layout, and it doesn't have to be chest 0 and modem 0. You just have to have them in the right layout. And now I'll talk a little bit about the setup. So we have the startup program here. You can change the name of the ATM, which in future will get recorded in the log file with each transaction. You can change the background color. You can always change the location of the 2 different APIs. If we edit API, you can change the ID of the server. So you change that to whatever ID that server running over there has, and multiple ATMs can use the same. Can use one server, so that's good. If we edit pull API, you can change the dropper, the junk, the chest, and then this right here, you could change this to Minecraft dirt, or if you're using mods, it could be like the name of the mod. And then it would, if you go /give, you can usually figure out what item it is. Like if I go here, and I go like that, and I put in here, that would be the new currency that it accepts. So, make sure I haven't screwed that up. But yeah, you can change drop a 0, drop a 1, chest 0, that's the setup. Now, there's not much I want to update with this. There may be a few improvements, but this is pretty good. I'm thinking about making a pocket computer thing, which you wouldn't be able to do any of the complicated stuff, like, well, the ATMs would have a specific password stored in them, so that only the ATMs can do verified transactions. But the Pocket app, you'd be able to check your balance, because that's not anything too, well, drastic. You're just checking your balance. If there's a security breach with that, it doesn't really matter as much. That's about it though. Now, that's been it for today, guys. The link to all this code will be on the paste bin in the description, and I will see you next time.